RX7, another video here for those of you who know, Holley carburetor and distributor. And by the way, I'm currently in a storage unit where I have all my crap because again, I'm moving. Anyway, I wanted to knock out two things here. There was someone who commented on one of my Miata videos. It must have been a younger person or just somebody that's novice. There's nothing against him. People are just in different levels of understanding. And I kind of just, the question was, what kind of ECU was I running on the Miata? And my answer basically was no ECU, of course, because I'm carbureted and distributor. So I kind of want to make this video for him, but also it ties into my RX-8 video because the Miata had such a large semi-peripheral port, which, by the way, here's the intake. Here are the semis, and here's the intake, and set up for drag racing. So this is opened up, and then I have these two. I drilled those two in just if I need to like boost reference or if I wanted to add anything. But there's the intake for, and here's some of my parts. But these are the peripheral ports. Well, the housings are somewhere in there in that mess. Anyway, so yeah, this is the only thing that you need when you're running carbureted, this and ignition. This creates the spark, and you control the timing by adjusting that in and out for the trailing, and then the leading goes this way. I actually marked there just so that when I get the car, well, if I get the car running again, which I don't know. At this point, it's up in the air. I could just set it up and, quick start it because I know where the timing is. As long as you put that ignition in and you put it right there, the timing is going to be right where I left it in the Miata. But back to this. This is a Holley 750. And as you can see, I drilled the throttle bodies because since it was semi-peripheral port and bridge port, I had no choice. It wouldn't idle. The Holley wasn't set up. The idle circuit for the Holley wasn't set up to idle. So with such a high, with such a high porting, or if you want to compare it to a piston engine, a high cam, it just wouldn't idle correctly. And even though I have the 4 idle adjustment screws, I still couldn't get it to idle correctly until I started drilling in. And as you can see, all 4 are drilled. And that's how I got a little bit more velocity of air at idle. But here's what long time try not to be a hoarder RX-7 guys need. You got your irons, you got your intakes, your Holleys. These are for parts. I'm not going to use no just for parts. You're going to need parts. Here's some rotors. There's actually 4 rotors in there, and I'm pretty sure they're all RX-8 rotors. Back there you got RX-7 rotors. That's an RX-8 4-port engine that I want to experiment with, because the ports on the RX-8 4-port engines actually flow really good. If you pass water through them, when they're like this, and you kind of just stick a hose in that hole and watch it come out of here, man, that water just flows right up. It has really good flow. The 6 auxiliary port doesn't have really good flow. They try to modify the sleeve to make it flow better, but it doesn't. Here, more rotors, and there's an RX-8 tranny back there. There's some housings for the RX-8, and yeah, I mean, this is this mess is what typical RX-7 or Rotary guys have when you don't have a garage and you're just have your shit everywhere. Anyway, that was a short video that I wanted to make. this setup is to me, it's old school. But if you want something on a budget, and not totally on a budget, you know, if you like to mess with things, if you like to adjust things yourself, and you're not really prone to use computers, this is for you. A screwdriver, adjust there, you know, adjust throttle on the other side, yeah, adjust the pumps, do everything with a screwdriver. And the same thing with these ignition, you just set it. Now the MSDs, you know, you got to know what you're doing for the MSDs, but other than that, when you got them set up, you'll be good to go. Anyway, that was just a short video that I wanted to make.